Okay, here's my redneck kayak camera mount in front of my Trident 15. And I started out with a regular Scotty mount and Schedule 40 half-inch PVC pipe, which fits right into the Scotty mount real nicely. It's tight and worked out pretty good, so I built a camera mount out of that. And basically started out with just a length of scrap PVC pipe, and the mount just shoves right in there, and got a slip-on cap, another slip-on cap. They are bolted together with a 1/4-inch bolt with a couple of washers in between. That's how it swivels easily. And then you'll have to have, of course, another piece of pipe to join the 90-degree angle here and the slip-on cap. Another piece of pipe and 45-degree angle. And then you've got a longer piece that runs the front of the boat. A 90-degree angle coming up into just a piece of pipe, the length of your choosing. I half-hitched the length of rope onto there, and what that allows me to do is, from a seated position, I can pull this rope and bring the mount and the camera and everything right back to my seat, and adjust the camera for the self-timer, and then shove it back over and set it down and take a picture or take some video or whatever. This is just another slip-on cap with a 1/4-inch bolt running through it, and I used a couple of nuts on the back side and a nut on this side to just leave a few threads sticking up, and that 1/4-inch bolt will screw right into the bottom of my camera. And once the camera's on there, I just shove it right down on there, and works out pretty good. Obviously I can't take a picture of that setup with this camera, so I may try to do it on my iPhone and see how that turns out. But when I started, I had initially thought about swinging the mount to the side. So I started with the piece of PVC pipe in the top, and this monstrosity, which is a 4-way piece going up into a 90-degree, and then it goes out to the front of the boat. But what I had to do coming up off of this for the camera mount was too heavy, because as you can see, that's lifted up somewhat, and probably about 8 inches or so. I needed this foot to hold it, and my initial idea was to run a rope through here, and then I could use it to swing it to the side and take pictures from different angles, and swing the camera around to me, and to set it up and swing it back. But it was all, as you can see, along with my dogs, just, I don't know, I felt like it was just too cumbersome and just too much crap on the front of the boat. So I took it off and made the one that swings up and back to me, and I like it a lot better. A little lower profile, and anyway, that's what I decided to do. This could still work, but what you would have to do is go out here with a couple of pieces of tubing to make pulls for the rope, and it was just too too much and too cumbersome, so I decided to do something different. Now, I might in the future look at making a camera mount behind the seat, maybe looking over my shoulder or something, but I haven't got that far yet. So far this seems to work pretty good. I've only been out on the water with it once, but oh, and then also I needed this went straight out and it kind of set it over here, and I wanted it in the center of the boat. So I took a little torch, a little propane torch, and heated this up, and that's why it's scorched right there, which doesn't really hurt anything. But I just kind of made a gentle bend over that way, and so it sits pretty much in the middle of the boat. I could make some type of a cradle to set that in, but it really doesn't move around too much, or didn't seem to when I was on the water. If that becomes a problem, I'll come up with something. But I'll get my phone and see if I can get a shot of the camera on the mount.